Hello guys, if you like my awesome gaming videos, my programming and web development courses, my editing courses and editing videos, and my tech talks and tech guidance, then you can consider subscribing to my channel and click on this bell icon to stay connected with me all the time. So hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So this is the part 4 of our video. So now I'm gonna work with our admin delete so that admin can delete all this information that I uploaded into the database. Okay, so this is how we work with our delete functionality. So we go to our application. This is the application that we're working on, and we also already created our create projects application. This is the functionality I have created, and also the edit functionality is done, and index where I showed all the information that is queried from the database in a nice tabular format. Okay, so everything is done properly. Now I need to work with our delete functionality. Okay, so this is the delete functionality. You can copy this thing and paste it here. Okay, this is for the delete. Okay, you can write delete. This is the thing that we need to delete, but here we need to change the route because this route is not that same thing. Okay, so we're gonna change everything that we need, and for now I'm gonna name it, this should be named as action. Okay, this should be named as action, and we need edit and delete based on it. Okay, so just save it, and we're gonna write php artisan serve. So our development server is running, and just copy the same thing and paste it here, and you're gonna go to admin/project/create. If you go to that, you can create projects, and we're gonna go to admin.projects.index page because this is the page where we can go to edit and delete functionality. As you can see, if I click on edit, it will go to the particular post that we want to edit. Okay, you can edit this project from here. This is the functionality we create. Now we need to work with the delete, so I added the delete button, as you can see, and make sure is css class is different bootstrap. It should be danger. This will give us a nice red color button. If we just refresh it, as you can see, we have a delete button, and for that, if you click on the delete button, we need to go to that particular delete functionality. Okay, so we need to create a function that will do the work for us. Okay, then we're gonna change the route and particular project ID that we want to delete. So for that, you need to go to the web.php file, and you need to just copy the same thing. Okay, just copy this URL and go to here and paste it, and here you need to go to the admin.projects.delete. We want to delete that particular project that you want. When you click on this, we want to delete that particular project by its ID. Okay, it can be anything. It can be for any post, it can be for any products information, anything that you uploaded into the database. Okay, so simple. And this function will trigger destroy method that we want to work on, and this dynamic routing should be destroy. Okay, this should be destroy, and I'm gonna do the same name. This is the same routing we need to work with the delete functionality. So save this file and go to the index page, and here you can just paste it here. This is for the simplicity. Just work with your route first because it really helps to do work with Laravel. So go to admin projects.destroy, and which project you want to destroy based on that project ID, similar to edit. It is very similar. And if you go to the web.php, our routing is also very similar to the edit and update. Okay, it's very simple. Just change the function name, that if you go to this directory or this route, which function will trigger. It will trigger destroy function. Now we need to go to the admin projects, and as you can see, admin projects controller, here we need to control everything. This is for the index, the create, and this is for storing, and this is for the edit and update. So we already done that. We just work with our delete functionality very simply and easily. So what we need to do, we're gonna go to make a variable project, and we're gonna write project, and we're gonna find project by its ID. Okay, that's why this ID, and this ID is for our, if we go to the web.php, this ID is this ID. We're gonna parse all this information from our route, and based on that ID, we're gonna find this particular projects that we want to delete. Same as for edit, we want that particular project that went to edit, but here we just the same, we want to delete particular projects by its ID. That's why we need to do the query. So please give me that particular projects and find it for us based on this ID, and we're going to save all the information from the database and query that particular project, and we're going to save this in a particular variable. So this project now hold the particular project based on its ID. Okay, so we need to write project and delete function, just call it, and it will delete it. So before that, I want to do one more thing, which is unlink. Suppose if you upload any projects in the database, suppose you uploaded this information in the database, we have an image file. So if we go to the public, and in the public, in the images, we have an image file, and this image file is actually this file. Remember that this is very important, and this is the image file that we have uploaded, and this is stored in our local directory. This is our local directory images. Okay, if we go just save it for a little bit. So what I want to show you, if you go to that create page and store, so this is the store function that stores all the information in the database, like title, thumbnail, description, GitHub, YouTube, all of those things. Then we have an image uploading technique. Okay, so we uploaded an image and request.file and the thumbnail that we uploaded. Okay, and we get is client name and file client name and combined with our time, so that we get a unique name every time. As you can see, we have a unique name based on this time field. And then we have our this get client original name, we get the file name and .is png. Okay, then we file move to that particular folder. If we write this folder any name, this name should be coming up here. If you name it thumbnail, it will go to the thumbnail. It is not going to be images. So this is the name that this is the folder that we created to file.move to store all of our images. Now if we delete this particular project, suppose we delete it from our database, the image should be gone as well. So image should not be here as well. Okay, so if we want to delete these images as well, if we click on delete button here, we need to delete everything. So we need to clear out this image as well. We need to delete it as well. So to do that, we need to have a functionality called unlink. So you can write this unlink. So unlink method has two parameters, like file name and the context. Okay, so we need to write unlink. Here you need to write public path. This is the public path that we're going to go. This is the public path where we are going. And here you need to write, and here you have to just write the project, that each project that you want to delete, and you want to delete its property called thumbnail. Okay, so this is the thumbnail. We want to delete this. So images that we want to store in the database would be this file. Okay, the project thumbnail. Here all the images would be stored in this property. So you just copy the same thing and just unlink from this public path of that particular image. This is your particular image that you are just uploaded, project and thumbnail. Okay, make sure this name is the same as this name. Okay, this name, you can copy the same thing again and it will be really easy for you. I just don't make any mistake. Okay, and save it, and it will really work. So what I'm gonna do here, just find this project, that which project we want to delete, and find this object. Okay, and then we're gonna unlink everything that we have in the image, in the public images folder. So unlink it. If we delete this thing, it would be deleted from here. So if we delete this particular project, the image should be deleted as well. So that's why I need unlink. So unlink public path, and which information is project's thumbnail or the project image, and then we're going to write project delete. The whole object would be deleted. So this is the main logic of our delete functionality. That's why I need to make a separate video for this, guys. That is the main logic here. So our main logic is done. Now we need to trigger that functionality in our index page. Okay, so we need to now go to the index page, and here we need to create a form that triggers this functionality. Okay, so here in the TD we just need to change everything. So here we need to take a form. Suppose you need to add that functionality to delete. Okay, so here we have a form action here, and this action should be route, the dynamic route which triggers that function, which is admin.projects.destroy. So this is the method or the dynamic route we want to go. So if we go to the web.php, and if you just write admin.projects.destroy, just copy the same thing here and go there and paste it. Just paste the same thing. Okay, and this is method should be post here. Okay, method should be post here, and you're gonna just save that and make sure its method is post. And here you need to write which post you want to delete. So we have the option to go to the project, and in the project object we have its ID. Okay, so we have this project id object. You can pass it here, that which one you want to delete. And that's the thing we need, because in the web.php we have a dynamic URL, as you can see, of that particular id. And you also go to the admin projects. In the admin projects controller, here also need to have a id, so you need to match that thing from here as well. So this is super important. And if you go to the web.php, and it should be delete function. Okay, it is not get, it is basically a delete functionality which you need to do, because we are not getting anything, we're just deleting everything from the database directly. And its name is destroy function. Okay, destroy function will do the work. Here you need to add first a csrf token. So csrf token is super important, because the cross-site forgery is important, because the otherwise the security would be really bad. The Laravel has a lot of good security. This will generate a secret key so that the hackers cannot do any harm to it or any exploit some information from it. Okay, and then we need to specify using at method, and its method name should be delete. And this we can have a lot of type of method. We can have put method here, or we can specify patch method here, or you can specify delete method here. So as you are, if we go to the web.php, we are using delete method for the deleting or destroying our application or the projects. So that's why I need to specify within this form that the method is delete. And CSR protection is our cross-site forgery protection. And which route we want to go, admin.projects.destroy, based on that particular project ID, that which projects that we want to delete. Very simple concept, that which projects we want to delete, and just add it. And then its method should be definitely post here in this particular section, because we are working with the form. Okay, so here you just need to write input type, and input type submit. It will submit some information, and its value should be delete, and it has a class of btn-danger. Okay, so the danger is the bootstrap class of red button. Okay, so this is the red button, and this button is for this btn danger, and its value is delete. This button value is delete, and its type is submit. Click on delete. I think it would be deleted really awesomely. Okay, so let's check our application. So now, as you can see, if we have some problem, just stop this gem server and start it again if you have any kinds of problem. And here now, as you can see, all the dummy data that I have added is already added there. And also if you check the public folder, as you can see, we have more images that is stored in our local storage, and we want to delete it as well when we delete this particular application, like this one. So if you click on delete, as you can see, it's deleted. And if you refresh this application, as you can see, it's deleted perfectly. So what we need to do, we just give us a particular route, that which route we want to go. Just to give it any route here, and we want to go to our index page again. Okay, so after deleting, we want to return to our index page. So we're going to create another dummy projects. This is for any dummy projects, and we're going to give it any name, suppose. And here if we go to the index page again, and here if you just click on delete, as you can see, this is deleted completely. So you just need to give it a route name, so that when you delete this application, it also deletes and redirects us to index page. So I think our delete functionality is done, and I think now we have all the CRUD functionality. We can edit it, we can do everything that we want, we can create a information, we can delete this application information, and we're gonna go to create it, and we're gonna create some information. So the create, delete, update, and view all the information, and edit, delete, everything is done super perfectly, very easily, within a very short time. So delete functionality is nothing complex, very simple and very easy. So in the next part, we're going to work with our front end, where the users will see all the content and go to its detail page. So with the next part, the next two part would be really awesome. I hope you guys will learn a lot from those two videos as well. And then we're going to go to all the meaty stuff like pagination, search functionality, all of those, etc. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be coming in the next video with awesome content.